Okay, Tuesday, November 16th. I'm Tom Novak. This is your Bring Me the News and Novak Weather Update brought to you by All Energy Solar, harnessing the power of the sun to create affordable energy across Minnesota, the upper Midwest, the world. Thank you, All Energy, for sponsoring this update. We've got a roller coaster ride in temperatures now as we get into a pretty fast northwest to southeast flow in our atmosphere. And I think it's going to continue through the rest of November. I'll show you that here in just a little bit. Right now, you're looking at visible satellite loop, and here it is. Lots of high clouds now. Middle and high level clouds flowing from southwest to northeast, from the Rockies on northeast into the upper Midwest and Great Lakes region. Yeah, it's doing a pretty good job of filtering out the sun, but still we're warming up. In fact, some temperatures, and I'll show you this in a little bit, in southeastern South Dakota have really warmed to near 70 degrees. The moisture channel loop from outer space showing a water vapor in our atmosphere. Here it is. There's a trough now digging into the western coast, and you can even see a pretty strong trough now digging into the northwest. That's, by the way, our air for tomorrow in the middle of this week. But out ahead of this trough now, you can see moisture flowing again from southwest to northeast across the upper Midwest on strong, real strong southerly winds. Those winds are going to switch around to the northwest, and that means a change in our atmosphere. Here are temperatures this afternoon. Look at this. Southeastern South Dakota temperatures well into the 60s, approaching 70 degrees. We are in the 40s right now, but we could still rise a few more degrees yet later this afternoon, and even into the early evening hours. Our temperatures are likely going to stay steady or slowly rise. In fact, take a look at what they do here this evening. We're only going to drop into the upper 30s and lower 40s by tomorrow morning, so a pretty warm night for mid to late November standards now. And then highs tomorrow, well, they're not going to be very high. They're not going to move very much. I think we'll be lucky to reach near 40, maybe into the low 40s in the Twin Cities metro and over southeastern Minnesota, but some colder air over the northwest with temperatures only right around 30 degrees in northern Minnesota. And that's just a sign of things to come as we go into Thursday. All right. Here's our flow, the River Ver at 30 to 35,000 feet, the jet stream, and here it is today, a fast west to east flow. That means not only windy conditions, but pretty mild for this time of the year. But look at what happens. Yep, our winds turn to the northwest in the upper levels of our atmosphere, and this is a shot of Arctic air that means business here as we go into the middle of this week. The good news is it's a quick shot of Arctic air. We get into more of a zonal flow again as we head into the weekend. So another warm up, and then probably our strongest shot of Arctic air yet this season arrives late this weekend and early next week on some very strong northerly winds. This is what we call a jet streak that will be surging south into the upper Midwest late this weekend and early next week. And that means quite a bit of Arctic air, and I think that Arctic air is going to stick around for much of next week. In fact, take a look at what I have here for. These are temperatures here for the second half of November now, with the strong north and northwest wind in the upper levels of our atmosphere during the second half of November. I think we're going to have below average temperatures here in the upper Midwest, and that would include Minnesota and Wisconsin. And at the same time, that northerly and northwesterly flow is going to be it's going to be dry flow as air comes off the Rocky Mountains, it sinks. And it's actually going to be cold air that's going to be sinking and drying up as it spills east into the plain states and upper Midwest. So I don't see any big, large, major winter storms anytime soon. I know that's going to disappoint some people because they do want the snow. Here's your extended forecast now. There it is. Here's your roller coaster ride in temperatures. And then look at this. Heading into early next week, I don't think we're going to be hard pressed to make it above 20 degrees, even in southern Minnesota for a high as we get into Monday of next week. And our next chance, or at least opportunity for a little bit of snow, would be on Sunday. Other than that, pretty dry. All right, that's your forecast. Thanks for joining me, everyone. Have a great evening. We'll talk tomorrow.